And we are live, guys. Good evening, everybody. How you doing, Clive?
Good. How about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. Just enjoying my evening off. Of course, I just kind of woke up. Work last night. I was awake till 8 or 9 though. What watch you wearing watch wise?
Well, actually, I'm wearing the Apple Watch today.
Okay, I actually put on the little Atomics midget, fun little watch.
Nice.
You know which one I'm talking about? The limited edition.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty cool little trench watch. But thanks, Steve.
Now,
By the
is it
way,
actually a trench watch?
it's a re-edition of a trench
It's a
watch.
homage. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
from the age.
yeah, to the
Yeah.
Ingersoll trench watch from back in the day.
Oh, it's made for imbeciles? What?
Yeah, yeah, no, but thanks, Steve, by the way, for the super chat. I appreciate it, or the super sticker. But tonight's topic is, as I'm sure you guys have heard. By the way, what's going on, Bruce? What's going on, underachieving, and how's it going, Rick? How you doing, bud?
Hey, Rick.
But yeah, tonight's topic, as is on the title, is the new Breitling Select program. I'm sure you guys have heard or may have not heard about it. Where you can basically try, like Clive says, you can try before you buy. Like you basically pay like a monthly fee. I think you pay like $1,800 or something like that, $1,300 up front, and then it's like $100 and something every month after that. I think it ends up being like $2,000 or $3,000. At that price, do you think it would be worth it to even consider?
Oh, jeez. Oh. Well, I mean, literally, my gut instinct says no. Unless you are a scammer, unless you're going to scam the crap out of them and steal their watches.
Yeah, because as I had mentioned to you off stream earlier, there was a luxury watch rental company. It's been a couple years back. You guys probably remember them, but I remember they had gotten screwed out of a lot of people. Like a lot of people ended up stealing their Rolex and higher end Panerai, all kind of other watches they had. They were renting out. So I don't know if that'll work for Breitling's in or not. Which Breitling is a bigger company, of course, than because this was two private individuals that had done that or created that company. And I guess Breitling, of course, is a little bit bigger. I think it could be good for the brand, and it could be good for the hobby. It could get a lot of other people that aren't really or weren't really necessarily into watches. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Possibly, but how would they know about it unless they're really into watches, though? Unless unless they have the sign or they've got a sign in the window or.
Well, I was gonna say Breitling has the advertising power too, though. They can advertise outside the watch space too.
If they did, see, I'm not even really aware of that. I mean, are there places where you've seen Breitling ads? Maybe YouTube every once in a while. I've seen honestly way more Longines lately than I have Breitling.
Yeah, and Longines has been advertising like crazy.
Yeah.
But I've noticed a few new Breitling ads, and as you know, everybody else knows, I am a Breitling fan. So I think it could help the brand, but it could also hurt them at the same time.
Well,
Steve's question is, why is this a good idea as brands go online and away from AD? They need opportunities. That is another good point. This is a way for people that don't necessarily have a Breitling AD. They can try on the pieces before they buy to see whether they like them or not, too, though.
right. Right.
And then Rick's saying leasing is rarely a good financial decision for the user. It may help Breitling sell some watches to new collectors, but he doesn't think it makes sense for experienced collectors. Which is true. I mean, I guess that's a pretty good point, too.
Well, on the other hand, I don't really see Breitling doing this with iconic models. And keep in mind, like in 2019, I haven't checked for 2020, but literally Breitling introduced in 2019, of course, is when the 806 1959 reedition came out.
Mm.
and 75 other watches. It was literally
Mm.
like 76 new releases for 2019. I'm like, holy crap. My mind is about to my brain is about to explode, because that tells you what's kind of wrong with Breitling right there, I think.
Yeah. So you think what's going on, Bruce? How you doing, bud?
I'm good. Chris, how are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, we're just talking about the Breitling Select program. I'm sure. I think you mentioned it in your live stream last week, didn't you?
We did. Yeah. I mean, if you want to try out something, I guess it's a good idea. Not something I would do, but it might be a good idea.
Oh, by the way, what kind of watch? I can watch the whole thing. What kind of watches did Tennessee Mike have this week?
Well, he had his he has a bunch of Casios. He's got a Traska, which is a micro brand. He's got some. He's got a Bling Master G-Shock. He's got a Dodon, a Mondane. What else did he have? A Mondane.
Mundane?
No, not mundane. Mondane.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. And he has his Tudor Black Bay 41, the ETA powered one. He's got a cool little collection.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's nothing bad. It's the thing is sometimes we get jaded, but I tell you what though, sometimes there are times where I can admire a collector even though I really don't think much of their collection.
I like Mike too. Though. Mike's a good guy.
Mike's a great guy.
Right.
Great guy. And he comes at, he's not doing watch reviews. He's not,
what? And he's not doing the same fucking 5 hype watches that everyone else is doing. That's what.
There you go.
There's tremendous kudos for that.
Yeah, it's more of a vlog where it's just his journey through the hobby, and it's an interesting take on it, and he does a good job.
Yeah, if you guys haven't already checked out his channel, go check it out. It's under Tennessee Mike. I don't know if do you know how to put a link down there, Bruce?
I don't.
What's going on, Clam Walker? How you doing, Slatsman? Slatsman's saying howdy. Maybe you could lease a bunch of different Navitimers and maybe figure out how to use one of them. Funny thing is, I actually have a Navitimer on the way, Slatsman. Saltzman's just sending the GMT one.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Should get here Tuesday or so. So. Yeah,
that's what I'm exactly. Okay, under Team Watch Collector, that's what I'm thinking the same thing. I don't think they're going to send the iconic pieces, but these will be the ones that, instead of the ones shipping off to, I don't know. God, I can't even think of that stupid place, the online watch, where they sell stuff at a discount.
Joma Shop?
Joma Shop, thank you.
Joma Shop.
You're welcome.
It's that. Now they have pictures of like the Super Ocean, like the orange style that I like. Does that mean that they're not gonna send that too, though?
Do we want to send a link to Random Rob so he can get on and talk about what he's doing with it?
What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, oh, go ahead, Bruce.
No, I was just gonna say thank. I appreciate him, dropping by my show earlier.
Yeah, Rob, let me know if you want to send a link, bud. I can send you a link. I know Rob is actually subscribed to that, so we'll get his take on it pretty soon once he has more experience with it.
Yeah, and Rick's going to be on, we're going to review his collection on May 2nd.
Awesome.
Wait, Rick on watches?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a collection to look out for, guys.
And then the following week, we're going to have Bill Sanders on and review his collection. So it'll be too big a week. We got a good bunch of shows coming up. We get Penny next week. We got Bobby Legs. We're going to do his collection coming up.
Yes.
So we got some good collections coming up.
Oh,
Rob said he's got $580 into it now, and he's proudly wearing his temporary Navitimer. Nice. And
Yep.
that is one thing. Like, I know Rob, he likes to experience a lot of different watches, as many as he can. That is good for somebody like that too.
I actually got to get a little bit of good news today.
What's that?
What's that?
Well, the watchsmith finally got around. Glenn, formerly Uberoki's pocket watchsmith,
Mm-hmm.
got around to looking at the Benris, the vintage Benris Sky Chief, and he got into the movement. And was, he's gonna do a little bit of servicing. He said there's a couple of things that needs a little work, but not much. But he's like, nice. He's like, Clyde, this thing has a Valjoux 72 movement in.
Nice.
Oh my God, yes. That is a legendary movement.
Yeah, it's like the grandfather of all chronograph movements.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you scored, Rancher. Nice.
Well, and sometimes on something like that, well, if you can find one of those, of course, I got a really good deal in Benris. Number one, I think but that ensures I got a good deal in the Benris. Because even though there's been, the original owner had some modifications to it, but just the movement alone means that watch is worth more than what I paid for it. Just even if,
Nice.
It's, by the way, it's this, besides, and the most obvious thing comes, the original, Dr. BBW's 4-digit Daytonas.
Mm-hmm.
Same movement.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Steve's asking Rob, what is the deal for the purchase thing? I wonder what the final price is. Like, they say they sell them at a discount after you've done the program, and I wonder if it's no more of a discount than you can get from the AD.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe underachieving. We'll see.
Fat cat.
What was I going to say? From what I believe with that Breitling program, these are watches that have come back to them for that have been returned and then refurbished for whatever problem they had that the owner returned them, and brought back to perfect condition, and these are the watches that they're doing through this through this program. Rob can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. I think I read that.
Rob's saying after you pay for 2 months, you have the points that you can put towards buying one at a discount.
All right.
Yeah, but besides returns, but it's also the least popular ones. It's the ones that didn't really quite fly off the shelves. It's like, and sometimes they're brands, very well-known brands, that they make mistakes or missteps,
Mm-hmm.
and they can end up at the discount store. It's like, hey, the everything is the dollar store. Of course, when you're young, if you're really, really broke and need entertainment, my favorite thing to do is go to the dollar store and keep asking the cashiers, "Excuse me, how much is this?" "Oh, how much is this?"
Steve's asking, is this will be a better value prop versus Joma's shop? I would consider, because you probably get a better, at least a warranty from Breitling, right?
Yeah, I would think that it's totally covered, by Breitling.
Well, and Miranda and Rob, it's not just refurbished, but it's like when you go to the dollar store, you can buy Coca-Cola, but it's like cinnamon Coca-Cola,
Now, Rob, you might be able to answer me. Do they look like they've been refurbished, or is it just something like more of an experienced collector like yourself, or
Oh, what is this?
Bruce or somebody can tell?
What is this? Cheerios and tomato sauce.
Steve saying Breitling Colts 41 is 2000, and I also heard that they're not doing any bracelets. Correct, Bruce? It's all just straps. I don't think they're sending out any with bracelets.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay, Rob's saying it looks perfect, brand new. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the one that he was wearing the other night on his in one of his videos or on his live stream. I mean that thing looked brand new. So
Okay. And then he said they also have some hot models on it too, not 100% what the rancher's saying.
Huh.
What's going on, Chris? How you doing, bud?
hey, Chris.
All straps only, don't want people screwing them up, which that makes sense. They don't want them scratching the nice new bracelets up.
Well, people
Yeah.
can
Plus,
screw with
if
people can screw with strap-ons. I mean, come on.
yeah, but I mean the whole point is if the watch comes back, the person doesn't keep them or they move on to the next person, they go back to Breitling and Breitling puts a brand new strap on and then ships the watch out again. So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
The trouble is, and here's the thing though, for this to work, it ultimately has to be a win-win. Because if it's a win for the if it's a win for the brand and a lose for the consumer, then it's not going to last.
Yeah.
And if it's a win for the consumer and a lose for the brand, they're not going to keep doing it.
Right.
Of course, this may be. Of course, it's kind of an experimental program for at least for a major company like this. But like some people have mentioned too, that it may be a way for brands to go since a lot of ADs are shutting down now. Maybe get a lot more, watches on other people's wrists that otherwise wouldn't have had tried them.
Yeah, well, what some brands are moving or want to move away from ADs and want to get into retailing themselves, but
but
we'll see.
But recently, Breitling released 2 versions of like rainbow watches.
They did.
They may be moving into gay Ds.
Yeah, but yeah, the brick and mortar stores.
You guys, I'm not homophobic. I just love bad puns. I gotta help me. I love bad puns.
The brick and mortar stores are definitely disappearing, sadly.
Yep. Well, and I think COVID's just accelerated.
Yeah. But there's nothing better than actually trying. There's no substitute for trying a watch on before you buy it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ask Don Hayes. Actually, how many times a week do you see Don Hayes? How many times does How many times does Don make it over to David SW?
Yeah. Underachieving watch collector said he likes the idea, but he fears it will be too costly in the end.
There's pros and cons. It's like leasing a car. You're going to get a new car every 3 years or 2 years, but you're constantly paying a car payment.
Okay.
Neil's saying it's possible marketing too when YouTube people. Yeah, but Rob wasn't contacted by the brand. Rob can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Rob is paying out of pocket on his own on that.
Oh, that's no good. That's no good.
No, yeah, he's paying out of pocket on his own, I believe, is what he said.
Yeah.
No, Hans needs to xenophobic.
Hey, Hansi. What's up, man?
How's it going, Hans? How you doing, bud? Marketing on people's wrists. That could be true, too.
It depends on the people's wrists.
If you want to experience something and not make a full commitment to it, this is a viable alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a difference. There's a difference between brand ambassadors and branded ambassadors.
True.
So, thank you.
Yeah, I wonder if they will start doing that, like not giving them, but letting these like social media influencers try them out like that, like as if they were renting the program and get their take on it.
It's not a bad idea at all.
No, it's not.
But as Fendi likes to say, but in a theory, communism. Yes, and in theory, communism works.
Correct. Correct. And plus, everybody's out to make a buck.
Yeah.
No tacos. It was Hannah's birthday, so I took Hannah and the drama mama both out. Their birthdays are like a day apart, and God, that fucks me up like every time. Hannah's is like the 18th. The drama mama's is on the 19th, and I was complaining to my office manager. Said, "Jesus, that screws me up." She said, "Oh, mine's on the 20th." I'm like, "Fuck you, Karen. Fuck you. Fuck you."
Man.
So seafood and crabs. All you
Okay.
can eat crab legs.
Nice.
Oh my God, she just it's like a martial artist of cracking up with crab legs. She could do more damage to the crab population than like the entire Chinese fishing fleet. Yeah.
Nice.
Man.
Hey, Orange Hand, what's up, pal? Good to see you.
Do they include strap watches in the options?
Ooh, that's actually a really nice dial on there. On the Avatar. Oh, hold on for 1 second.
Yeah, Orange Hand, it's
I'm on a live stream. You wanna log on and tell us about your meatloaf? No. All right, I'll call you back. Donnie.
They include.
Well, the funny part is that we all kind of latched on them. That is kind of like his mother's. I think we all just kind of thought like a shrill shrew is maybe like throw mama from the train, and turns out we all got our voice just down.
Underachieving watch collector saying if you want to feel for luxury watch before buying, try AliExpress.
Oh, you see here. Okay, this here is what I was thinking about. Okay, do you want to do the ultimate FU to Rolex?
me personally. No.
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 I was gonna say though, but if you wanted to organize something like that, literally organize for everyone to wear a freaking Rolex replica. Or get the cheapest one and give it to the most loudest, most obnoxious, most unattractive people that you know. I had someone in mind, but turns out he just recently got a couple of Rolexes, so it's not going to work. But I think the concept is sound.
Man. What's going on, Chaz from the Berg?
Hey, Chaz.
That was cute. I don't know what they're getting at. That's obviously a joke account, but I find it funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's either going to raise awareness or it's going to devalue the brand, and the devil's in the details. Frankly, that's all I can say.
We'll have to sit back and wait and see how Rob's experience goes with it. Because if anybody will get the name out for him, he will. Because he's got that many followers.
Well,
and he can give an unbiased, honest opinion on it. Because, as I said, he's actually spending his own money on it.
Correct.
So.
And I was going to say, if I was Breitling, I'd probably be getting with people like Random Rob, or God help me, I hate to say it, please do not stone me, but TGV.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. Somebody with that many followers.
So
he's already hooked up with more than one brand, so I don't think Breitling wants anything to do with that.
You never can tell. And allegedly, Brian Govberg basically told Tanzil is, I'll link up with anybody. I'll collaborate with the devil.
Well, they did, and then they fired him after a year.
Yeah, well, true.
Yeah. And then Rob's saying part of the reason he did it was for the write-off too. Okay. He's spooking the new Squally. Timeshare plan. Dodgy Geezer.
Well, and like I said, so
Yeah, that's true too. I don't know if you heard me earlier, Rob. I've got a, GMT coming from them, Breitling GMT coming from Saltzman's.
It's a cool little store. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been to their one in Newport in Rhode Island.
Okay.
It's a cool little store.
Have you spoken with? I think it's Rich.
Yeah, I don't. I doubt it because every time I've gone in there, it's like a college age guy
Okay.
working behind the counter.
Because that's who
But
I do.
they're all very everybody in there has been very nice. I've tried out a bunch of Breitlings there. Yeah, they're all super friendly.
yeah.
You say Rob joking. Yeah.
Yeah, you may be right, Chaz. You may be right.
You see other makers. Yeah. It could either go good, really good for them, or really bad. Maybe other brands will follow suit after they see how Breitling does.
Yeah. Or yeah. Or if they screw the pooch, no one else might.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay. They might have some halfway popular ones, Random Rob, but I don't think they'll be. If they do any icons, they'll basically iconic watches. I think it would be just enough. They'll probably say, "Well, how many do we have to make available just to get people interested?"
I mean
Yeah.
that first one that Rob got, that a blue dial Navi timer.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful watch.
Yeah.
I mean, really beautiful.
And then, like I said, my question is, I wonder if it won't be the same discount that you can get anyways without even doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
None of us do.
Right.
Because if it's refurbished, you should get it for effing disc. You shouldn't even have that. It should be discounted.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, used Rolexes used to sell for less money than brand new Rolexes.
Once upon a time.
And of course, by the way, you guys know I'm not bashing Breitling. The viewers, I'm a Breitling fan. I had at least one Breitling. So, I do actually miss that one. That will be a rebuy at some point. The Super Ocean Heritage.
Yeah, I look at that watch a lot. I've been tempted multiple times to purchase one.
And I do really like the Navitimer, but it's a little bit out of my budget at the moment.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Okay.
42 or 44 Breitling. You could go with either, honestly, Nilo. The 44, I actually had the 44, and it wore closer to like a 42.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably saying a 44.
Yeah. Because he's got about the same size, a little bit bigger wrist than me, it looks like. And then Underachieving saying, did anyone hear ALS is now application for anything over?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either.
No.
Yeah.
And here's why, because Lange is like FP Journe. It's already on the hype train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He gets on
the super. Thank you.
Super Ocean. Yeah. Yeah, only reason I ended up selling it was because I had the Omega at the time, and I thought I was, I didn't think I needed two blue dial divers stupidly, and I sold the Super
You can
Ocean
never, ever, ever, Chris, have enough blue dial divers. Never.
True. Now I know that. So we all live and learn, though. So that's not one that won't be easy to get again,
Nope.
I'll be able to source one somehow. So, and then Rick on Watches is saying ALS rumor might only be for Odysseus.
Okay. Which is really hard to get. The
Yeah.
Odysseus is really hard to get.
That's one.
Yep.
Sometimes I look at it and I like it, and another time I'm just like, I'm just kind of like it's kind of like a me kind of watch.
So to get one, it's almost like an Odyssey, huh?
But bum.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's a nice watch, and I like it, and I would love to have one. You know, it's just one of those watches. There was no reason for Lange to. They just wanted to make a sports watch because everybody makes sports watches. They didn't need to make this. They do their own things so well, and they should be part of the Holy Trinity. If you're going to expand the Trinity to a foursome, you have to include Lange in there.
Oh, wait a minute. Go back one. Yeah, use the address Chicago Dog Trainer at gmail.com.
Still loving the bluesy, Hansi.
Now, question: Do you regret selling the Explorer?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no.
Does anyone comment on it on your bluesy?
Oh yeah, all the time. The only watch that got comments on it, when I wore it around, not as many as I do with the bluesy, but was my my Hoyer Monaco. I got a lot of compliments on that.
Wait, did you sell that one to get the bluesy?
No, I sold that one to get the Explorer.
Wow.
Yeah, Chaz from the Berg saying he has more compliments on his titanium blue camo G-Shock. A lot more people know G-Shock over a lot of other brands too, though. They're great watches. I love my all metal.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at that titanium G-Shock.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I want one myself. Bread's saying, but they're not Swiss. I guess he's talking about A-Long and some. But
they're not Swiss.
Yeah, the Swiss aren't.
Yeah.
They're not really the best watchmakers in the world, like everybody thinks they are these days now.
Oh, bite your tongue.
I'd say they're getting Japanese, and the Germans are getting close to them. It's a pretty close race.
Oh, by the way, my now your Carrera blue shirt, was it pre-tag or was it a reedition?
I never had a Carrera. I had a Monaco.
Monaco, okay.
And it was branded Hoyer only, no tag on it.
But it was made after tag. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. It was a modern.
Homo age.
Yes.
Ryan,
there was the reedition.
Ask him, would you include A-Long and Zone over Breguet?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of think of my vintage Hoyer, which was made long before Tag took over the company, but also had a Valjoux 72 in it, come to think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chaz is saying those are fighting words. It's just personal opinion. Like I said, I think the Japanese and Germans are pretty much almost neck and neck with the Swiss. Not all the brands, of course, but certain ones.
Well, if you're going to include all Japanese brands, then you have to include all Swiss brands, which includes, I don't know, Invicta maybe? So, Movado? Yeah. Holy Trinity, fourth. Yeah. Well, and I have to admit, Austin Daniels made a little bit of stir with basically declaring that he's been AP has been kicked out of the Holy Trinity. Come on, if you're gonna kick out AP, you've got to kick out VC as well.
How so?
It's the same. Well, it's not independent. It's been acquired by a large conglomerate, and they only have one or two models that have any sort of interest whatsoever. Mm-hmm. Despite the prestige, because Yeah, and just simply because VC gets to say simply because it hasn't done a collaboration with the comic book. Come on. I would say, yeah, I'd say AP has way more iconic models than Vacheron, and I have a Vacheron.
You also have an AP
Yes.
and a paddock.
Oh yeah. Now, you better hope I don't go in the next room, put them all at once, and snap my fingers, motherfuckers.
Man. But anyways, guys, we're going on close to about 36 minutes. You guys about ready to call it evening?
Sure. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for
for
coming
having me
on,
as well.
Bruce and Clive. I appreciate you guys. Thanks everybody in the comments for joining in. Let's see. Fording Holy Trinity, the Colt 41, Damasco, and Grand Seiko.
There you go.
But anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one. All right. Take care, guys.
Be well.